All right, now at 10, new fallout from the government shutdown as the FAA prepares to reduce 10% of air traffic at 40 airports across the country. Now, this is supposed to help reduce the workload of air traffic controllers who've had to work without pay since the shutdown began at the start of October.
Fox 61's Stephen Reels is live at Bradley International Airport for a look at how travelers are already being impacted there. Stephen, how are people feeling? What are they telling you?
Well, Brent, Sarah, I got a chance to catch up with some of the travelers. Generally, the vibe around here is a little bit antsy, but leadership here at Bradley International Airport just wants to stress that we shouldn't really be seeing too much of an impact at this airport. I actually just want you to take a look behind me at the departure board. You can see we already have times for tomorrow's departures: Atlanta, Baltimore, Charlotte, Chicago. A lot of these flights, pretty much all of them except for one departing for Washington, D.C., they are still all on time. However, we still have travelers who have already received notifications that the flights they were going to take this weekend, those no longer exist. My friend was supposed to fly out of Newark on Friday, but he was notified this afternoon that that flight wasn't going to happen. So while travelers try to reschedule these flights, people are just worried about what this could mean for the holiday travel season.
I was glad I was flying in today instead of tomorrow.
It's a relief for travelers like Gabriel Dino, who arrived back home in Connecticut the night before air traffic is set to be reduced across the country. At the moment, the Connecticut Airport Authority tells Fox 61 while air traffic is not expected to be reduced at Bradley, several airlines at the airport connect to a lot of major hubs that will be impacted. Airports in Atlanta, Boston, New Jersey, New York, Teterboro, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., and Charlotte are all preparing to face the brunt of this decision that will affect thousands of flights and hundreds of thousands of passengers.
I am worried about coming home. They need to figure their stuff out.
We are not in the middle of peak travel season right now. What will this all be like once we get to that point?
The situation right now is very fluid.
Tracy Noble with AAA says if the government shutdown continues and travel plans continue to get challenged, this could shift how some people travel over the holiday season.
Travelers need to be as informed as they possibly can be. Flying might not always be the best option, especially when there's a whole lot of turmoil going on. So if people are in a reasonable distance and they can drive to their destination, that could be an option.
I do have to travel to Texas, so I might just have to drive instead of flying. So that's that.
You would be willing to drive to Texas from Connecticut?
Yes.
So Brent, Sarah, that drive to Texas, that might be one of the more extreme options, but that really just highlights just how people's travel may end up changing through all of this holiday season in November and December, even into January. So Noble tells me that this is the right time for travelers to be as prepared as possible. And we have some of those tips right now coming up on your screen. The big things you're going to want to do is download your airplane, your air carrier, and the airport's app just to make sure that everything is okay and you can be notified as soon as possible if something goes wrong and if you need to speak to a representative to reschedule your flight or find a new plan. And if you do end up traveling through the airport this holiday season, make sure you add on an extra hour just to show up early in case something goes wrong. Usually for domestic flights, you're supposed to get to the airport 2 hours early before your flight. Add another hour onto that, that's now 3. International flights, turn that 3 hours to 4 hours. You want to be overly prepared, if anything, just in case something goes wrong with either your flight cancellation or if you need to get through TSA, and that takes a little extra time. And finally, look into travel insurance. It might just add that little bit of a cushion just in case something goes wrong, but those policies about when you can sign up for travel insurance, that kind of varies on your carrier, so make sure you read the fine print with your tickets as you travel over the next few weeks and months. But for now, live at the Bradley International Airport, Stephen Reels, Fox 61.